Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Thank you for joining me today, whether you're new or you're coming back to my channel. I appreciate having you all with me, guys. Let's get straight to the reading. This is going to be a classic read. If you missed the one yesterday about full moon in Sag, which we had coming to the peak just this morning, please check it out. And as I mentioned, we're still in this full moon energy, in this aftertaste energy for the next few days. So don't think that it's over and it's gone. No. And this still gives you a chance to close off certain cycles that you may want to close off, to release things you want to release, right? And prep yourself for the new cycle. Actually, I listened to a very interesting take on the connection between the moon cycle and the female cycle, which is, on the similar lens, and there is a reason why there is a strong connection in between, and you can search it for yourself. I'm not going to spend too much time here, but it's a very interesting concept and why. And the full moon is like this peak, this highest potential of the moon, right? When we see the moon in its fullest, 100% of it, it is put in parallel with the ovulation time for females in their cycle, and the connection of how this energy builds up, right? How it's growing, how then we're preparing for the release, all of those things, and how it resonates with the moon, with the energy of the moon. So I think it helps understand both concepts, but also puts an interesting perspective on how you can use this energy. There are also crystals that are more connected to the moon energy, and that will give you a chance to set those intentions or to help you release what you want to release more. And you can also look it up, what those are, but don't forget, crystals are your friends, and you can definitely employ them in this case to help you work with the moon energy. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm going to be using the Whispers of the Ocean for my oracle part of the read, and then we'll see what's happening with divine feminine, divine masculine energies with the tarot. At the end, I'm gonna pull some cards. No, we didn't get the chance to get there yesterday. Today, I'm gonna pull some cards from the Hermit Tarot deck between the twins. So stick around. And of course, if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to click the like button, to subscribe to my channel, to leave a comment, or do all of the three if you wish so. So for the feminines, we have setting up parameters. 43, speaking of, manifesting stuff and using the moon energy. It says your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. Ooh, I love this topic. This is a big nudge for me because I'm trying to prepare a video around boundary settings, and I keep being distracted with something else, but I'll definitely do that this week. And I feel like it's an important topic from different perspectives. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I agree, when we think about how do we set in a specific relationship, when we think about, do I have healthy boundaries here, or is it a codependent relationship? What's the mood, what's the tone? Then those kind of subtle differences, they make all the difference. And until you consciously understand for yourself what those are, it's all gonna be just free flow, and you'll never be in a good, solid, consistent space, right? Where you're like, okay, check. Okay, I've checked. It's still like check. I still got my boundaries. I still got my space. I can express myself freely. I can speak my truth. But also, I also do the same for the other person, Okay, what do we have for the masculines? Push to surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics in your life. Wow, that's pretty cool. This is where divine masculines are asked. Remember that last few readings we've had, there was a lot of preparation and realization. And this is asking to finally get out of that hangman energy and or the high priestess energy, and into the action. You need a new surge of energy. That's a good one. It's almost like I can do a separate video on that. How to find this energy when you feel like you may be stalling or you don't feel like you're making progress. And we all come into that from time to time, into those parts of our development cycles, right? Okay, let's get into tarot. I don't want to make this reading too long. What do we have for divine feminine energy right now? What do we need to know about it? Whoa. Okay, I have a few cards that fell. I'm gonna pick them up. Wow, Tower, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups. Wonderful. And if you still don't like the Tower card, yeah, this is the time to fall in love with it. I was actually, just as I was getting ready for the video, I got that message because there's so much happening in the world right now, and my focus is specifically around three main areas that I'm connected to, but there is even more than that on the horizon, or like, you know, in the like secondary sort of focus for every person, right? Something that we don't necessarily check on every day, but we know that it's out there and it's happening and it's not right, or it's just something, wow, that nobody expected would happen. So I was actually thinking about that in relation to how people change and how they change their mindset, and also Taurus in the North Node, which is true. We have Taurus in the North Node this year. That's one of the reasons why we are, as a global community, we're feeling this impact of this challenge of our values. What do we really feel is important? What is love really about, right? Because Taurus is connected to Venus, right? So all of those aspects, but in a new way. And the reason is, and you know, you may ask, like, why can it not be done in a more kind way, loving way, instead of having wars and gun violence and famine and COVID surge, all that? Like, can it not be done in an easier way? No. And that's what I was getting, that this Tower moment is needed for people to change their mindset. And think about it for yourself in your life. Every time that you made a significant change in your mindset, that you've reconsidered your values or how you did the relationships or whatever of that sort of impact, was it not caused by a Tower moment, either specifically directly in your life or somewhere else, but that it hit you right there? It's like, wow. It's like, no, I cannot do it like that anymore, right? Something has to change. Either because I'm amazed of how it works somewhere else and I want it to be more like that, or because it's a shocking experience for me. It can be fearful and painful, but unfortunately, that's how people learn for the most part. And as we grow, as we ascend in our spiritual path, of course, we become more intuitively guided and more in tune with what's happening. We don't necessarily need the Tower moment every time to change our mindset, but a lot of us still do, let's be honest. So that's what we see here. We see this divine collaboration and mission. See, the Tower moment is opening up certain possibilities, both in love and in mission. Something is happening as we speak. Some reconsideration in divine feminine mindset, lifestyle, reality, that is going to shift the perspective on mission or your main occupation, your master teacher role, and on your love relationship, whether it's specifically with divine masculine or just in general, how you do relationships. Let's see what we have for divine masculine. Didn't even need the clarifier for this. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it was a strong message. So this resonates with what I was just thinking so much. And I feel like this Tower, even if it's a painful experience in this case, it's still a blessing in disguise for sure. If you don't see it that way right now, you will very soon. What do we have? Wow, I have a few cards turned over. The cards went a little crazy. Push to surface. Yeah, so what do we have for the M's? We have the Moon, the Justice, and the Sun. Now look at that, three major arcanas. The Moon and the Sun is the ultimate masculine and feminine energy, and to me this is the Justice comes into what masculine and feminine actually mean, and breaking through the stereotypes of what they are. what we expect from, well, masculines in this case, right? How do they get into balance between masculine and feminine energy so they don't get stuck too much into one or another? Because that's the fear, right? We can dive into a certain energy, but it's important not to get stuck there for too long, whether it's feminine or it's masculine, right? It's supposed to be a fluid process. Now some sort of justice is coming in for the masculines now, where maybe they felt, yeah, that's what I'm getting, they felt bad, they felt like they were ashamed maybe for being in specific situations. For a lot of them, it's actually, well, actually it's both, yeah, it's both masculine and feminine, for expressing their masculine energy in a certain way or feminine energy in a certain way. It didn't feel right to them. They felt like it wasn't, they couldn't be themselves, they couldn't express themselves. Now it's coming into some sort of balance, and they see confirmation in their 3D life that that was exactly the right thing to do. They get this extra support, extra jolt of confidence that you know, that was like in the moment they followed their intuition and that was the right thing to do. Or for a few of you, I'm getting, for a few masculines, I'm getting, they didn't, and now they see that that was a mistake. Something along those lines. What do we have for the connection energy at this time? Wow, flew away completely. Sorry guys, I'll have to pick it up. Ooh, definitely testing my flexibility skills. Oh, the devil card. Wow. Let's pull some clarifiers for this one. Let's clarify the devil card for the twin flame connection energy. Right, we have Six of Cups and King of Wands. They kind of fell in reverse, but I'm gonna just show them to you. So yeah, what I see here is at this time, because of all these different bright, like powerful, impactful experiences around twin flames, there may be a desire to sort of try to trick the system, or even yourself when you're telling yourself another story of what, like your own version of the truth, or like, yeah, this is actually what the story is. But the truth is that, like, you know, with both of these guys, I see that deep down you know what it is, what it really is, and that there are no shortcuts. But so be careful if you get an opportunity to go the easy way or to fall into the older ways. This could be a trap, this could be a test, so just be very careful with that. Okay, this is the end of the cycle. I wish you, for a lot of us, I wish you all to learn the lessons and take them forward to build something new and exciting. And I'm gonna have to finish my read here because I really have to go today. So I'm gonna talk to you guys very, very soon when I'll be back with more readings. Bye everyone.